I was driving the other day, right?
While black, go ahead.
And I got pulled over in South Orange.
Oh, you got pulled over.
Yeah, and I think this was good and bad. This was good and bad, right? I don't know what he pulled me over for, but he told me that I didn't stop at a pedestrian crosswalk.
Mm-hmm.
What a pedestrians.
Pedestrians?
The pedestrians supposed to cross.
Right.
And you know what?
Were there pedestrians outside?
I said, maybe he's right. So I gave my PBA card.
Why are you doing that, Anselm?
What do you mean?
Why do people pull that card? Go ahead. Did he throw it back at you?
No, he gave it back to me, and then he took and he gave me a ticket.
So much for that card.
No. I didn't have my registration or my insurance. I forgot it home. I plead guilty, but I had it. Not like I didn't have. I just didn't have it.
What was the ticket for? The pedestrians, or because you didn't have the documents with you?
My car failed inspection, but I had a sticker on the car that was number 4. Right? So he asked me where the papers. Again, I plead guilty. I said the paper is home because they gave me a sheet that you're supposed to show if you got pulled over. The car is inspected and you got 45 days in order
to get it up to par.
Yeah, to get it up to par, right? So he writes me a $130 ticket.
Whoa.
And this was he said to me. Don't contest this ticket because I didn't give you a ticket for no insurance and no registration. Right? And I'm looking at him like, he must really think I'm an idiot. He must totally think that I'm a fool. Right? So I said, you know what? I'm not going to argue with him. I'm just going to go to court and show them my papers. And, you know, even though you're driving and you don't have your insurance card or your registration and they give you a ticket, you have to prove that you had a registration and insurance. You may not just have it in the car, but that happens all the time. A lot of people forget, you know, you have to change cars and, you know, you take it out and you put it in another place. It happens quite often.
Okay.
You know, but he still give me a ticket and telling me now, don't contest the ticket. Because if I contest the ticket, he's going to give me another ticket for no insurance and registration. I'm like, what? So I said, you know what? I'm not even going to argue with the guy. So he gave me the ticket right here. He gave me the ticket. I just left. Now, mind you, he said I got pulled over because I didn't stop at a crosswalk. So he said, I'm not going to give you a ticket for that. But I'm going to give you a ticket for inspection. I'm not going to give you a ticket for no insurance or no registration. But I'm going to give you a ticket for no inspection. And on top of that, don't contest the ticket. Because if you contest the ticket, I'm going to write you a ticket for no insurance.
Yeah, but then he didn't write that ticket immediately right there, so who cares?
But he can't write me another ticket.
Yeah, they can't say, "Oh, well, we meant to stop you for this, but we didn't."
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying.
So, yeah.
But it's like, you know.
So what? Okay, now take this down to, or up to, or at the point of you being black. Do you think this has something to do with the color of your skin?
I don't know.
So you're always wondering, did they stop me because I was black and I didn't stop at a pedestrian?
I don't know.
What did you do? Let me ask you this. What did you do when this police officer pulled you over? Did you put your hands up on the dashboard and said, "Officer, I'm reaching in my pocket"?
In South
Did
Orange,
you think about all of that kind of stuff?
No, in South Orange they teach you a little differently. In South Orange and Maplewood, they don't treat you the same way like they would treat you in Newark.
You think? I'm sorry, I'm just trying to get comfortable. You think you think that the cops would treat you differently in Newark than they do in worse?
Worse, yeah.
So, back to the when the cop pulled you over, did you have any kind of stance? Did you reach in your pocket? Did you get out of the car?
No.
Did you stay still?
No.
Did your heart beat extra?
No, I just was wondering what was I pulled over for. And then they told me to pull over. It looked like it was a roadblock. I don't know.
What do you mean a roadblock? Like just stopping people just to see what's going on?
Yeah.
The checkpoint.
Checkpoint, yeah. You know that's illegal, right?
Checkpoints? Since when? Why are those illegal?
It's illegal.
I've been stopped at checkpoints.
Yeah, Google it and you see.
It's like a Saturday.
But I just didn't. Anyway, let's continue this.
No, I mean, I don't know. I'd like to know. Do you really feel that people are? I mean, is your color a problem? Are you walking around thinking,
if I get pulled
this is
over
happening to me because I'm black? Because it depends on where I'm at.
On the highway, yeah. On the highway, yeah. You could select who you're gonna pull over on the highway.
You know, they're getting ready to invest a lot of money in these license plate readers in South Orange. So,
what's that?
What do the women call them? LPRs. They read your license plate, and if there's something funky about your car, then they pull you over. This is how a lot of people get stopped. So you could just be driving, and let's see, you have no insurance, or you have tickets on the car, or whatever it might be.
And they just read your plates.
Yeah, they read the plates. You know, I had know someone or a student who said she worked for the police in doing that, and you know they have license plate readers, and your car could be parked in New York, and they just drive by, look at the plates, E7542 or whatever. Oh, this one needs a ticket, or that one has a ticket, or this one. I mean, they know who you are when they pull you over. Because when I got pulled over one time, they knew who I was.
Oh, they know. They have all the information.
They have all the information, you know, and I jumped out of the car, and there were like 6 cops there, and the woman said, Marjorie, and I'm like, yeah. You know, I mean, they already knew who I was. So, you know.
Anyway, let me just continue this one quickly.
Yeah.
It wasn't until our children were born that my husband and I began to get a taste of what it's like to be a person of color in America. All right, welcome. First, there are microaggressions.
That's what we talked about. The
Strangers who have tried to pet my daughter's intricate beaded cornrows, watermelon jokes, comments about color blindness, and assumptions about my kids' athletic abilities all have taken place. Are my kids full or mixed, or what are they? Second, there's the name calling and labeling, like the white woman who took it upon herself to call my toddler's son a thug.
Toddler's son?
Yeah, her toddler's son a thug.
How do you call a toddler a thug? A toddler?
Yeah.
Look at that little thug. Look at that baby thug.
You know what she sees? What does she see?
Just brown.
Black, not brown. Mm-hmm. Black. She don't see brown. They don't call brown people thugs.
When you say brown people, who are you referring to?
You know what? I don't know what a brown person is.
I think Indians from India would call themselves brown people.
But I don't know what a brown person is. I don't know why we allow people to give us these, for us to mix ourselves up. That's what they're doing. They're giving you all these different titles. In Trinidad, you're Afro-Trinidadian, or you are Indo-Trinidadian. What the hell is an Afro-Trinidadian?
You're saying that you're of African descent, but you're
Afro? Afro doesn't mean of African descent. Afro is a hairstyle.
Okay. All right, go ahead.
So I'm a hairstyle Trinidadian.
You're a Trinidadian who could have had an Afro, but it's too late for you right now. So when I leave
Trinidad and I come to America, I'm an African-American now. Or am I African-American?
I mean, people have used those Afro-American
Am I an Afro-American Trinidadian?
They have used that before. To say you're a Trinidadian, it means that that's your citizenship.
Why can't I just be black?
Well, there's a race and then there's a nationality of people. And your nationality is the same as your citizenship.
But when you're in America, and how the census identifies you, right? Does the census identify you as African American or black?
They give you an option of which one of those words you want to use.
African American or black?
They said,
no, I don't
listen,
think so.
They asked you, are you black?
No, I don't
check
think
if
so.
One of these applies. Black,
I'm going to check this
African American, Negro, and maybe some other designation.
You hold up.
Yeah, they give you an option. And now they've thrown in the mixed race option. So it depends on,
There you go. A report entry says that African American, Kenyan, Nigerian, or Haitian. This is deliberate. To me, That's all black. It's all black.
Yes, but it depends on how. If it just says that what are your origins, and your origin is of African descent,
So
then but I don't like calling myself.
So-
I don't like calling myself African American. I'd rather say I was black, or
So you
maybe
know
I
what?
don't like calling myself black. I'd rather say I was a Negro. So whichever designation you like, check this box because we're gonna lump you in
So it should be
all
white
together.
and European American. It should be white and
Why
European
don't
American.
you read what makes up a white person according to the census? Read
Listen, and that's right. A person having origins in any of the original people of Europe.
Keep going.
I didn't even read it.
Read it. Keep
The
going.
Middle East or
Wait a
North
minute. Wait
Africa.
now. So why isn't he? Look at you now. Your face has got a question mark.
No, I don't have a question
so
mark.
why are people Arabs considered white? Why is an Egyptian or Libyan?
Why can't there be European Americans like Africans? Like Africans are African Americans. Why not? Why not?
'Cause-
Why is the separation for blacks as opposed to whites?
No, it's not a separation.
Yes, it is a separation.
I don't think that. To me, I would think that what you would do is
Come on.
question. Wait a minute, hold on. What you would question is how do they lump Arabs and North Africans into the white category?
You know what? Okay, but this is what it is. This is what they're telling me. You can self-identify. Do you want to be black or do you want to be African American? Right? How about just as how you have white, there's Europeans, whites too, right? Right? That living in America and now citizens of America, right?
Okay, so
There's Africans from Africa now living in America who are now citizens of America.
right.
Why do you have to differentiate between blacks and blacks are Africans? Blacks are Africans.
But they-
Europeans are white.
No, you're not reading that right. You're not
My bad.
reading
Not
it
all
right.
Europeans. White Europeans are white.
No, you're not reading it right.
Okay, so tell me what I'm reading wrong.
It says anyone. Listen, because we have been labeled so many different things.
I don't care what we've been labeled. It's
Excuse
one
me.
thing.
We've
Black.
been labeled so many different things.
But white people is all white. Why don't we have white Americans? Why don't we
We
have
do have white
European Americans?
As opposed to you being called African
No,
American,
as opposed to white.
white American, black American. You mean like that?
African American, because we come from the origin of Africa.
And why aren't they
If
called
you come from the
European
origin
American?
of Europe, how come you're not a European American? But I'm an African American because my origin.
Because Anselm, I don't know why you're getting excited
No,
over
I'm
this.
not. I am getting
I'm
excited.
getting because you're not looking at the origins of where all this is starting at.
It comes from Africa.
Wait a minute.
Black.
Listen.
Okay.
This is
All right.
Here, you ready? You ready to digest this? These people brought African people here.
We don't know all of that.
Okay,
we
can
know
I
all
finish?
of that.
I gotta go.
But we know all of that, though.
They
You don't
bring
have to
these
tell me that
people
again.
here. They
I'm
brought
just
people
trying to
here
understand black or African American
because some people,
as opposed to white.
because white is good and pure, and some people do not want to be considered black because they see that as a negative word.
So what about Asian American? In the census. How about Asian American? Why not Asian American?
What do you mean? Why not Asian American? Who said
You
that?
have black or African American. You have white. You have simply Asian. Why do we have to add African American when we don't add white American or European American or Asian American in the census?
Because some people want to, I'm not going to keep harping on this. Some people would prefer to be called African American as opposed to black.
That's fine. You can be called an African American. When it comes to the census,
That's
you're
right.
all
And so
black.
you could say I'm African American, I'm black, I am a Negro,
Whatever
whatever
it
it
is.
is.
But it's all black.
The
as
thing
far as
is,
the
it's an
census is
identity
concerned.
issue. It's an
But-
identity issue.
But it's,
but I think that there are other things that are kind of screwed up about that.
but the census is helping you
How is the census? The census is helping me.
by making it black or African American.
Okay. Now, the question is, why is it that Arabs are included in the white category?
I